Virginia Beach sh00ter had a long gun battle with 4 officers, p0lice chief says. The 4 officers who confronted a shooter inside a Virginia Beach city building engaged in a long. The suspect was a disgruntled employee who had access to the building and fired on multiple floors Friday afternoon, Police Chief James sh00ter said. At least are hospitalized. When the initial call of an active shooter came out, 2 veteran detectives and 2 K9 handlers from the Special Operations Unit immediately responded, sh00ter said. The officers entered the building and followed the sound of gunfire to locate the suspect and immediately engaged with the gunman. Many. The chief confirmed that a .45 caliber pistol, a suppressor, and several empty, higher capacity magazines were found near the shooter. He declined to comment. The suspect fired multiple times, the chief said. One officer was shot, but was saved by his bulletproof vest, sh00ter said. The officer was the suspect eventually went down due. As the gunman was being removed from the building and taken to awaiting EMS personnel, the officers immediately. The gunman succumbed. Virginia Beach first responders train continuously for these kinds of situations, sh00ter said. We officers, EMS, and fire personnel, sh00ter said, are all unfortunately highly qualified in the case of an active shooter situation. But after today, the lives of many responding officers will be forever changed, the chief said.
Raindrop, truck top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.